Alright, I hope I don't get in trouble for this, but I want to put it out there anyways. Um, I went to work for TMC Transportation. TMC Transportation is a flatbed company. They got the black and chrome Peterbilts. Um, and I just want to talk a little bit about that. If there's anybody out there that's looking to get, drive a truck or whatever, and you're looking to do flatbed, go to TMC. I know a lot of people out there. When I said it, there was a couple of people I know. They're like, "Oh, I'd never drive for TMC." Blah, 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 blah. Well, I'm here to tell you. Yeah, their orientation is forever and a day long. It's like 7 weeks. You got 2 weeks of orientation, which is like classroom, load securement class, and driving and backing. And then after you get done with that, then you go out with a trainer. You go out with a trainer for 5 weeks. I got out in 4 because I had a little previous experience and I did very well. Not everybody does. There's guys in my class which do, very well. But, it is what it is. But I will say this. I got a buddy that works for another flatbed company. He went through the refresher course like I did to get back into the industry. And he's working for a flatbed company that did 2 weeks worth of training. And the only thing he learned how to tarp or strap or chain or anything, he can strap down lumber with the best of them now. But when it comes to like a steel coil, steel plate, coil rod, any of that stuff, he's flat told me he never broke a chain out during training. Ever. Ever. Now, I'm not going to drop a name on that company, but I'm here to tell you I'm glad I didn't go work for them, because my family drives up and down these highways right next to other flatbeds. And the training I got was by far top level, top notch. I don't think you could do any better. Now, I had a great trainer as far as a driver trainer that you go with, where you can secure different loads and stuff, and they show you the paperwork. And not everybody's going to run into that, but I think that's because a lot of the trainees don't talk to their training coordinators about the problems that they're having with their trainers. And so the problem compounds itself because nobody ever talks about it. Even though they tell you that if you got a problem with your trainer and you can't resolve it, to call your training coordinator. But there are people that want to have their heads stuck so far up their butt that they're seeing daylight, that's coming down through their neck and their esophagus, instead of talking to their training coordinator. They think, "Oh, screw it, he's going to get me fired." No, he's not going to get you fired. I've talked to a lot of the people around here. I'm only on my first load now, which pays phenomenal. So anybody out there that wants to sit there and say that TMC doesn't pay worth of crap, from what I've seen with my trainer and the kind of money he made, because you can either do cent per mile or percentage based, he was making very good money. He was making better money than what I was running a restaurant as a GM. And I'm already on my first load that would put me well over what I made as a GM. If I were to do that same load and that same kind of money every week, that would put me well over what my gross was as a GM. Working 70, 80, 90 hours a week, yeah, I was home, but I never got to enjoy any of that time, Whereas this load that I'm on, if this is the only load I'm going to have for this week, and if I were to average what I'm going to get off just this one load, will it pay me more than that? Well, if I get 2 loads a week, I get one like the one I'm on, and I get one that maybe half, I'm already way over it. And with TMC, you can be home every weekend and make that kind of money. My trainer was home every weekend. And he made that kind of money being home every weekend. So anybody that's out there that's trying to tell anybody that TMC Transportation is not the way to go, they can tell them to go suck an egg. I'm here to tell you. I hope TMC doesn't get upset about me posting this video, because it's all positive. Tired of the negative. I'm tired of hearing people say what they want to say. They say, "Oh, well, the trucks are governed." So what? You know, I just drove 640 miles today, and I didn't break the logbook. Nobody pushed me. Nobody told me I had to run past or run over hours or do this or do that. You know, my fleet manager's like, you better make sure your stuff's right. You know, if you can't make the load on time because we had some issues at the shop getting my truck released, because we had, you know, some maintenance things they were trying to get squared away before I received the truck, which I very much appreciate. You know, it's a little frustrating for me because I was ready to go, but, you know, anxious, you know, excited at the same time, you know, to be able to start making real money again. But there's none of that nonsense of where you got to go and do, you know, you got to run, and who cares about the logbook? And, you know, I know there's guys out there, they run what's called line 5, you know, in the logbook, which means they log out of the Qualcomm and they drive the truck. And they drive it because they go, okay, well, I'm going to be 60 miles short, so I'm going to log out of the Qualcomm. I'm going to drive the truck 100 miles, log back in, and then I'm going to go, you know. And then they might put like service down or something when they get done, and so they're going to say their truck got towed 100 miles down the road to get fixed, and that's why they picked it up from there. You know, you can tell DOT anything you want, but, you know, whether or not if it's the truth or not, well, you know, you got to live with that if you lie. So the truth of the matter is, TMC, if you want to get into flatbed, you want to get into trucking, you want to get in with a good company that's going to pay you well, and they're going to take care of you. They want you to be safe because they want you to go home to your family. And the benefits package is by far one of the best I have ever seen for any company. You know, there might be some out there that are better. I don't know. I don't know everything. I don't claim to. I'm just a human being. I'm not Jesus Christ incarnated or anything. So, yeah, there might be somebody out there, and I'm sure somebody will post something. They'll say, oh, well, no, my company's 7 times better than them. You know, I can run 75, 80 mile an hour. Okay, well, I'm here to tell you, you want to run 75, 80 mile an hour down these mountains that I'm in right now, over here in the Rockies. I drove a truck before. You know, I took a hiatus. Run 75 mile down that hill if you want to, but please do it the day after I've went through there, or like 3 days previous. And I'm going to say a prayer for your family that you make it through it alive. Because, you know, there are some nasty curves that you shouldn't be taking at 75, 80 mile an hour. Yeah, 75, 80 mile an hour, you want to do that going on flat, straight ground, that's fine, whatever. But if you want to be a dumbass and you want to run that, and you don't want to come to TMC because they won't let you run any faster because their trucks are governed, I don't want you working with me. I don't even want you out on the road driving. You know, because I don't want you to be flying up next to me and take me out. You can call me a cheesy, cheese dick, whatever, pussy, I don't care. But I just want to say, you know, if anybody's out there, they're looking to get into trucking, they want to try flatbed out, go with TMC, man. Great training program, great safety program. Nobody makes you run over hours and all that. You got a good benefits package. I'm not going to get into all that because, you know, that's TMC proprietary. And, you know, if somebody wants to find that out, come to work at TMC. So I'll talk to y'all later.